Can the DC universe be saved by Warner Brothers? One of the first problems they have is they don't really know what they want to be. You've got the whole. First, you've got the Man of Steel question: is Henry Cavill still the future of the franchise or not? At the moment, it seems that he's been given the Hulk Marvel treatment. He will be deployed into other DC character films. This needs to be sorted out. There is no proper cinematic universe without a standalone Man of Steel film. Like you have to complete that franchise. He must be given at least a trilogy of films to flesh out that storyline and that character. What they've tried to do, they've just tried to rush it. They've tried to rush it so badly. And on top of that, as a business, they still need to be churning out films so that you're coming out with the standalone Joaquin Phoenix Joker. You've got the Robert Pattinson Batman trilogy coming out. It's like you don't know what you want to be. You've retconned the Snyder Cut, but now you're adding it back. It's just a complete mess. The second thing that needs to be sorted out is really the Batman question. With HBO Max now coming into the mix, what does that mean for the Snyder Cut? You've butchered Jared Leto's Joker. Would he be open to coming back? He was not pleased with Joaquin Phoenix getting his own film, but nevertheless, that needs to be fixed. And you need to bring back Jared Leto and get Ben Affleck both on screen together, for them to at least have a one rerun, because there's no Batman without Joker, so that these two need to have their own films. And of course, the extended DC universe, there's the problem with the Swamp Thing, you've got Flash, you've got the Arrowverse. They tried connecting the Flash with bringing in the movie version of him into one of these episodes to kind of tie them in together. But what does that mean? Is that multiverse? Is the movie multiverse going to be different from the Arrowverse multiverse? You need to really make sure they connect properly and not just throw that out there. Also, with the whole HBO Max new deal, DC now have the ability to do what Marvel kind of did with Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage. If I was on WB's shoes, Warner Brothers shoes, I would use this new contract with HBO Max now to develop obscure DC characters, put them on that HBO Max and make it. And also, don't be afraid with putting them into movies. That's one thing I feel Marvel kind of messed up on. They were afraid of putting Daredevil into a movie. I mean, what was wrong with Daredevil being the lawyer or something like that in one of these Marvel big blockbuster movies? But they never really did. They were kind of afraid to do that. I'm not sure why. Maybe of course it was a contract thing, but sort out that contract. Warner Brothers seems to have autonomy over all its characters, so they really do need to make sure that if they are going to branch out with this HBO Max, with the Snyder Cut, with Ben Affleck presumably maybe getting a movie fronted by them, maybe a series. Not really sure what the Ben Affleck contract is, because especially with the whole Robert Pattinson, it's kind of just, I assume it's to come back and do the reshoots. But where do you now go from after the Snyder Cut of Justice League? Wonder Woman is still making a ton of money. They will continue with that franchise no matter what. Aquaman still's got his sequels coming out. They're still working on the Flash movie, so it's all well and good saying that, okay, to save the DC extended universe is just cancel the whole thing and restart it, but you can't restart it because you've got established characters who are now big in the franchise and their successes. you're not gonna get rid of the Wonder Woman. You're not gonna get rid of Aquaman. You're still putting money into the Flash project, so you just have to continue on with the mess that is. But with this HBO Max contract, you have a chance of actually fixing some of the damage that has been brought to the DC universe, and I hope they get it right. They have a chance to do what Marvel didn't do in terms of expand the extended universe, like really delve into like obscure characters, get a Constantine series on HBO Max, like properly do it. Maybe recast the guy. I know that they had one not long ago on Fox, but they sort of cancelled it. But they kept the actor for Legends of Tomorrow. But to me, it's like they're not going to continue with that actor and his version of Constantine. Like DC will try and, if they are going to do Constantine again, they're going to definitely go for a new actor. Same with a lot of these characters. You know, maybe recreate the Arrow series, but of course on HBO Max, don't give the CW another run at a legendary character like that. Let CW be its own thing. But yeah, hopefully, I'm I'm happy for this HBO Max purely because it means that they are continuing with this. They're continuing with the version of Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot. These, because the main characters are Superman and Batman. These are the ones that draw the numbers in. They're iconic. They're the reason comic books are the way they are today. It's just the mess what they've done with Henry Cavill's Superman. I think as like he looks the absolute part. Like he's the face, everything. It all matches, and he's a good actor as well. But the script that he's been given is just shocking. That needs to be fixed. HBO Max now should be used to create more stories. I know that they've got I know that they're bringing in a director to sort of like oversee that and make sure that going forward they have good stories to tell. JJ Abrams is his name. So they just need to make sure that with him coming in and directing these HBO Max spin-offs, or not spin-offs, but the HBO Max movies and series that he'll be producing, they just need to make sure that they all are heading into one direction, which is a shared universe that makes sense. And none of this, we do a series, okay, it's not received well, okay, let's remake the series. I mean, I know that a new Suicide Squad, essentially a remake, is coming out. Like, that should be a sequel, that shouldn't be a remake. Just, bringing good writers to fix it. I know that they've gone, it's like the Margot Robbie Birds of Prey. It's like they're pushing ahead with these big stars, big names in a franchise, and Margot Robbie in her own right has made Harley Quinn a big name. It's now a big name. You can't just get rid of that character, and Warner Brothers appear to be backing it. But as you back Harley Quinn, also back Henry Cavill, make his films. All this nonsense about we don't know if a Superman film would connect. How does that work? If you make a Man of Steel 2 tomorrow, it will draw audiences. Audiences will come and see that. The first Man of Steel, yes, divisive, but it's been better received than Justice League, better received than Batman v Superman. So you can't say, oh, his films, a Man of Steel 2 is not going to do damage at the box office. It definitely will. all in all, I'm happy about this HBO Max news that's coming out. It means that they're sticking with the sort of Snyder type vision. I think it's a good vision. I think it's a vision that deserves to really finish it out, and it all shouldn't just be on Snyder as well. You know, I know Kevin Feige oversees all at Marvel, but you also need that at the DC universe. It seems that there's just different heads, different people making their own franchises and then stopping it and rebooting it. Like, you need a head. I know that Jeff Johns is one that is seen to be the head, but that's, to me, he's not. I don't see what he's doing to connect all entities together. Like, install a good head, a good executive that will oversee all projects and make sure that everything is pulling in a same direction. And that's how you will save the DCEU.